Come to the next part of today's lesson, culture. And before we go into the main topic of culture's lesson today, let's watch a video and get what we are going to talk about today.
Câu hỏi tiếp theo. Hãy cho biết đây là gì?
So you can see very clearly at the end of the video, you can guess that we're going to talk about Earth Hour today. And let's review the things that have been mentioned in the videos and how it is related to the topic of today. So
Hãy cho biết đây là gì?
So this is an event that is organized by the Worldwide Fund for Nature and its aim is to solve the problem of climate change. And it first started in 2007 and it has expanded to over 190 countries and territory, and it is organized annually, and the date for organizing it is and in 2023 it is organized on Saturday, March 25th, and it happened at 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Okay, so you can clearly see this is the symbol of the event. Okay, so we have kind of got through some basic concepts about Earth Hour, but now we have some reading for you to understand more about the event. Okay, so this is the text, and you will have 1 minute to read the text. Okay, so I hope that you have finished reading the text. Okay, so let's look at the text together. You can see that the text has 3 passages. And can you tell me the main idea of the very first paragraph? So you can see that in the first paragraph is some general information about the event. So the organization that organizes it, and the purpose of the event, the day that it is organized, and the scope of the event. What about paragraph number 2? So paragraph number 2 is about the things that Earth Hours has achieved and how it impacts the world. and the final paragraph. Okay, so you can see how Vietnam has joined and participated in the event. Okay, so you have several ideas about Earth Hour, and your task is to read the text again and complete the blank about Earth Hour with one word. Okay, so before you start doing the task, okay, so let's review again how we will do the task. So for the fill in the blank exercise, the first thing you have to do is to guess the word formation that you're going to fill in the blank. For example, let's look at number 1 and tell me what is going to be filled in number 1. So you're correct. So you can guess that it won't be a day because it's related to the month March. What about number 2? What is the word formation that is going to be filled in number 2? Yes, so we need a noun in number 2. What about number 3? What's going to be filled in the blank? So number 3 can be a noun to form a compound noun, or it can be an adjective. What about number 4? Yeah, number 4 is going to be a noun. Okay, so the last one, number 5. What is going to be filled in number 5? Okay, so you can look at the preposition in and first held in Vietnam. So you can guess that number 5 is a month or a year. Okay, so after guessing the word formation and the kind of information that's going to be filled in the blank, the next step for you is to look back at the text and try to find similar words to the things that you are going to fill in. Okay, so for example, if you look at the passage again, you can try to find 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Okay, so you can look at and you can see that the information is in, paragraph number 1. Okay, from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. What are number 2? Where are we going to find the correct information for number 2? Okay, so let's try to look for some keyword like show the public, protecting the environment, and saving the planet. Okay, so you can see the information is in paragraph number 2. Okay, next, to draw attention to and something change and global energy issue. Okay, so you can still find it in paragraph number 2. Similarly for number 4, it is still in paragraph number 2. What about the question 5? So where are we going to find information? Okay, so unlike the 4 aforementioned questions, number 5 is more challenging because you cannot find the similar word like first held in Vietnam. But what is the similar phrase that they use to indicate the information? So you're correct. Vietnam joined the event. So it was similar to first held in Vietnam. Okay, so you can find the information in paragraph 3. Okay, so after you have located the information, now it's your turn to choose the keyword in the things that you have located into fill in the blank. Okay, so let's check the answer together. What is the answer for question number 1? So number 1, the correct answer is Saturday. What about the answer for number 2? So correct answer for number 2 is support. What about number 3? The correct answer for number 3 is climate, because we have the phrase climate change. Number 4, to promote green. Okay, so number 4, we have activities. The last question, number 5. The correct answer for number 5 is 2009. Okay, so you have done excellent job for completing the blank. Okay, so we have learned some basic information about the event. So it is a very interesting event. Okay, so let's move on to the discussion part. I want you to share your ideas in the discussion section. Okay, so I have 2 questions. First of all, I'd love to know whether you want to take part in this Lights Out event in Vietnam and the reasons for your choice. And the discussion number 2 is if you have a chance to take part in the event, and what would you do? How would you support the event?